This person says Democrats say healthcare should be free, make billionaires pay for it. And that's not what Democrats say. And it's one of the reasons why we're not going to have universal health care in my lifetime. Because Democrats do suck at messaging, unfortunately. No, what a universal health care system would be comprised of is funding from our taxes, funding from the people who employ us through taxes, and funding through heavier taxes on billionaires. It's a combination of those things. What Democrats want is for their tax dollars to benefit society as a whole, like happens in all the other industrialized nations. We pay taxes. We want that to be used to service us as citizens. And when Democrats say things like free healthcare, what it means is free at the point of use. But they don't say that. They don't do a good enough job of conveying that message. That it's not free, that we're still paying for it. We're just paying for it through our taxes rather than through a private health insurance company that we give hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month to. Nobody that I know of on the left side, left of MAGA, thinks that universal health care would be free health care. It would just be free at the point of service. Just like sending your kid to high school, in most cases, is not free. It's free at the point of service, right? You don't have to pony up at the beginning of the school year your entire portion of the whole goddamn school system that needs to be supported for your kid to have a school to go to. You do that through your taxes. So maybe you pay a small fee to register your kid, right? Something of that nature. If you live in our town, like the elementary school, we have no fees anymore, but it's free at the point of service, right? You don't pay when the fire department comes to put your fire out. They don't hand you a bill. When you need police protection and you call the police for whatever the reason is, they don't hand you a bill because you've already paid for it through your taxes. When you go to the library, you get to check out a book. They don't hand you a bill. You've already paid for it through your taxes. You see what I'm saying? We want the same thing to happen with healthcare and a little bit, if possible, of higher education. Me specifically, I think community colleges should be free, and we at the point of use, and we should extend public education 2 years beyond high school. Right? You can go get an associate's degree at a community college, or you can go get a certificate at a trade school for 2 years. But we continue to have public education that's funded like that. Same thing with healthcare, right? We just want our tax dollars to service us. And yes, part of it does get supplemented by the billionaires who become billionaires by making sure the rest of everybody gets paid as little as humanly possible and has to struggle with high cost of things like high cost of healthcare. And you know what happens if we tax the billionaires to cover the remaining balance of a universal healthcare system? Everybody in the country gets healthcare. Nobody goes broke because they got sick. People can now branch out and start their own businesses because they don't need to feel like they're shackled to a job because they need that health insurance. And billionaires still get to be fucking billionaires.